Yes, this is me, Hudson George. I'm doing my live tonight as usual. My topic is tonight is let's hope this will be the beginning of the end of political parasites in Grenada. Okay, today we see in the news that Donald Trump has been sworn in as the new president in the United States of America, right? Now, we cannot say Donald Trump is a political parasite. Donald Trump maybe joined the Republican Party, and he was able to take over the party with his motto, "Let's make America great again." Right? So today, Donald Trump was sworn in today as the president of the United States for the second time. He had won an election before, and then he lost, and now he come back again now, and he won. After 4 years out of office, he come back and he won. Right? So in it, what I'm saying, and then we see in Grenada, a member of the opposition party has stepped down from the party. He resigned from the party that he was in, or a party he joined. Right? So it happened because that member wanted to be the leader of the party, and he was denied. But that member of the party came from another political party before. Right? So, anyway, in Grenada, we can compare Grenada politics with American politics. Because politics in America is based on big business. Businessmen run America, right? And then you might have a likable president too, to put with it. But in the Caribbean, especially talking about Grenada, politics in Grenada is not really based on economy. It's based on more just a likable thing, or you follow the leader. And then after the leader could cultivate a following for a long time. So, being as I see on the news this evening, that a member of the NNP party, which is in opposition now, have resigned from the party and decided to go independent for the time being. Now, the question is, will that member of the opposition who resigned from that party be able to survive politically on his own? It's like asking the question. Love vine cannot grow on the ground. Love vine is a vine that it don't really make a leaf. But we could call it a parasite or an opportunist. Love vine is a kind of yellow, orange kind of color vine. It don't make leaf, but it grows on other wild bushes. Love vine. And love vine is a thing people used to drink for jaundice, if they have jaundice, to clean the liver, right? So love vine still have use, right? But in Grenada politics, we have a lot of political parasite. So in a sense, let's say love vine is a parasite for the trees that he covered and he grew. You put a love vine, you rest on a other thing, he'll grow. They like to grow on other trees. Then we have a big tree we call a Fiji tree. A fidget tree, when birds eat the seed, if the birds poo on a other tree, the bird pass the seed with a sticky thing, and the sticky thing stay on that other tree. And if it's a big tree, that seed stay on this or whatever tree, it's going to germinate. If it's a big stone, it's going to germinate. And if it take 1,000 years, it's going to kill the big tree. If it's a big stone, and it going to take 1,000 years, he's going to grow on the stone and plant the stone with his roots go down to the ground. That's what he do to the big tree. So you might see a big fidget tree in Grenada, or wherever have that fidget tree in warm countries. That fidget tree might take maybe 2,000 years to kill, 1,000 years to kill the tree that hosts it, right? Because it's a parasitic tree. It lives on another tree. So, what happened to him in Grenada? The reason why I'm making that live. There's also another parasite in Grenada, what we call witch broom. They grow on cocoa tree. And the agriculture department does send people to take out the witch broom on the cocoa tree so the cocoa tree could bear good. Because the witch broom suck the cocoa tree. Right? Witch broom, I know witch broom. I know love vine and I know the fidget tree. I know all of them. Right? We used to take fidget root and make cricket bat when we couldn't bat. Buy cricket bat and we want to have a nice one. We make our own cricket bat. It look like a real cricket bat what they play international cricket with. Right? So I know those things. So all these trees are parasites. But in Grenada, we have political parasites too. Political parasite came into existence in Grenada after the Jewel movement was formed. When Maurice Bishop and Bernard Code and them joined. Right? So they were smarter than the Jewel boys, and they worked their up to leadership. And by the time the revolution took place, they were, maybe if he had 5 Jewel guys, what we mean he had a lot. He didn't have Jewel guys again. They get rid of them. So it come like, they were like a law vine that cover trees, small trees, bushes. Or they were like witch broom that suck in the cocoa tree. Or they're like a fidget tree that take 1,000 years to kill another tree and take over, right? So, the reason why I'm saying that now, right now, today, the member of the NNP party that stepped down, I always say that he is an opportunist, knowing his history. So, whether he might stay independent or he might form his own political party, is left to see. But if that individual, that politician, form his own political party, I won't support him because I know him, but I won't hit at him that hard again because he is no more a parasite, he is no more a political parasite trying to live off organized political organization because he was in the NDC, and they kick him out because he was a political parasite that he wanted power. Then he go to NNP, he thought he'll get power, he didn't get. So right now, so if he make a political party, I don't have nothing to say, make a political party. But I hope you know that love vine cannot survive if it's not running on another tree. A fidget tree could only grow on an next tree. Right? And witch broom only grow on cocoa tree. So he is a human being. So he let's hope and see if he and his followers don't behave like parasite, political parasite anymore. And also, I would say that why these individuals survive so long in politics in Grenada? It's colonialism, you know. Now, he is not the first one to do it, but he lasts long. And why he lasts long? It's colonialism, you know. If he was a typical black guy, he would not have last that long. A regular black guy, he wouldn't last that long, you know. And also, well, I say let us hope this is the beginning or the end of political parasites in Grenada. There are still some political parasites around. The ruling party have some parasites, but they were not as bold as that individual who left the NNP party today. And the reason why they're not as bold as him, they're more visible black, you know, and because of colonialism and what the European has done to us, black people tend to disrespect one another more or rebel against each other more. But if the politician doesn't look as black as them, perhaps they have more sympathy for them. Or colonialism take away the vision of black identity, so to speak. So the individual now, I wish him good luck with his new political party and if he could build the party. But then again, what we'll say, I don't know if it's why we might have a third political party in Grenada. I don't know if it's because of the oil and gas. I don't know if it's the yearn of power, which I more think is the yearn for power, because if you're from a certain class or family in Grenada and you taste power already and you have money, you go like power. And even the poor ones from the lower class, when they taste power, they like it too. And you have people, they feel are they from the privileged class, you know. And then if you read slavery, in slavery, when the Arab was still enslaved in Africa, maybe the other tribe, they sit down and don't say nothing until the Arabs start stealing them too. Then when the European went to Africa and start stealing African people, perhaps when one African tribe see the European was stealing the other tribe, he didn't say nothing, right? So we end up in slavery until their turn come now and they get stolen. You understand what I'm saying? Because we didn't learn from what Maurice Bishop and Bernard could do to the Jewel movement people. So new political parties came and they accept the same people into political parties. And they're still parasitic. And then again, as we are about to celebrate our 51st anniversary of independence, I would say the ruling party has some parasites too. And when I say let us hope this is the beginning of the end of parasites in Grenada politics. About 3 days ago, the talk in Grenada up to coming for the weekend was government want to ban amplified music during the independence celebration. My God, I don't know no country in the world. I never been to North Korea. And I never been to Cuba, so I don't know how they run. I never been to Iran and Saudi Arabia. I don't know, but I know those countries strict, right? Strict countries. But imagine Grenada, an island in the Caribbean, a country in the Caribbean. with a Westminster democracy. We're celebrating 54th year of independence. There's 51 years of independence. And the news was government want to ban amplifier's instrument, to amplify the instrument. So, as I said, the Parasites are in both political parties still, the Parasites. And the history of the Parasites is that they never assimilate in the wider Grenadian society. Some of them spend 10 years behind university walls. Some of them from poor family. But the amount of years they spend behind the university walls to get PhD and how much master's degree. They were not in the general population. So when they come back to society, they're working in government, and so they're like aliens to the society. So all they come is intellectual talk and theories. They doesn't understand how society works. So then Friday evening, now the news said that the police eased up the ban. So we're going to see amplified music. But I guess, as I say again, let us hope this is the beginning of the end of Parasites in Grenada politics. Let us hope the Parasites inside the NDC party, the government party, will no longer try to infringe on Grenadians' traditional rights. Because Grenada is not a country that hosts best village competition. To say we're celebrating independence with parishes culture or village culture. The same people who run in those organizations, government, they're working for the government or the supporters. They don't have no tie to the culture of the society. Some of them even can't speak like a Grenadian no more. They don't know the language of the Grenadian, and they don't know the culture. Some of them live away for a long time. And they come back with a bag of academics. And you say, okay, you qualify this work. You qualify for this work. But the qualification for those works doesn't suit the society. So, the news is policies of the ban. And then you see some of the government supporters and defenders on Facebook saying, oh, the police lift the ban. But it's not the police that lift the ban. The national head of security in Grenada is the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister appointed the Commissioner of Police. So the police going to announce that he lift the ban, but he get the authority from the head of national security of the country, which is the Prime Minister. But he swallows the young, and they doesn't understand how the functions of government. Because based on my information, the people who call in the shots in the government live in certain villages close by. And historically, they never participated in the Creole culture of Grenada. Right? They were loyalists, British loyalists, who scorned Creole culture. And then you have guys who come from the culture, but they've been radicalized into a kind of left-wing politics. Some of them spent a few years in Cuba and Russia, and they all live in America now. Working for Yankee dollar, raising children in the American culture, and they want to impose what they wanted before they went to America. Before the revolution, the PRG failed upon the Grenadian people still. Why is the children will be American? You understand? The children are coming back to Grenada. Why is they interfering with the fabrics of our Grenadian society? So I was about to end now, I'll say, let's hope this is the beginning of the end of political parasites in Grenada. The member of parliament who resigned from the New National Party, well, he will no longer be a parasite of the NNP inside the NNP party. So let us see if he could function by building his own political party and no longer be a parasite or a loafer. Or we have a word in the rural with us use again, in rural area. We say either Buddha-in. Buddha-in means you hanging around to see what you will get. A Buddha. When we used to play marble, you bring your marble close to the line so you go hit out one. You say a Buddha-in here. Right? So he is not there again. But inside the end, the ruling NDC, there is lots of parasites inside there too. All kind. They belong to a particular class. But they have one common game. To hold on to power. Because they're from the status quo. From the day the British take Grenada from the French. I'm not saying the French was good too. But I'm just telling you where they come from. You understand? And Eric Matthew Gary knocked them out in 1951. Then they came back to prominency during Maurice Bishop time because Maurice Bishop is from that same class. Now they have a chance with the Dick Mitchell regime. You understand? But the only one was in the NNP party. He has his group too from the same area down there, but they split. So let us see if that MP go make his own political party. If he make his own political party, I don't want to say he shouldn't have he have a right to make a political party. But he don't have a right to be a political parasite or a political opportunist or a political loafer. Go and make your own political party. But anyway, I wouldn't support his party. I wouldn't. An old tree cannot be straightened. You cannot train an old dog to learn new tricks. So he out of my book politically, but he has a right to make his own political party and stop loafing. Loafing is no good in politics. Loafing is not good. The loafing in politics is bad. This is the end of loafing in politics. That come to an end. So let us hope this is the beginning of the end of political parasite in Grenada. And it happened the day Donald Trump take power. And the same day that particular politician decide to step down. So mark that 2 days in our history. And young people, there's a lot of young people that run to both NNP and NDC party from 2013 to now, 11 years. So they grow. I know there's one particular young girl who helped the NDC win election. She from up by me in the north. And it seems like they didn't treat her too good. I don't know all the story. But there is something in Grenada. People in the south don't like people in the north. So maybe that young woman, they must see her like a threat to the domain in the south. Because people in the north are different from the south. So anyway, I gone. Till I come again, I gone. This is it for me tonight.